Hey everybody, it's Randy here, and I am just thrilled to be doing this MonetizeMe event with Shireen Francis and Suzanne Hart. I am just thrilled to be able to invite you to join us. So Suzanne will be talking to you about your messaging, having clear messaging, being able to communicate that properly, and I'll let her get into what she'll be talking about. And Shireen Francis will be showing you how you can take that messaging and appropriately be promoting your business through digital marketing, through video marketing or video use. And I will let Shireen tell you guys all about that. But I will be talking to you about creating the message, creating your story, and being able to use your story in various different ways for your business. So one thing that I had found in my own business is that I really hadn't clearly identified my audience, first of all. So I had to do that. I had to figure out who that audience was. And by going through a certain process over time, I was able to do that. And of course, there was a lot of trial and error. There were a lot of failures, and eventually figured out who that audience was. And now I can hone in on that audience and be able to service them properly. So over the years, I've been able to do this, and I'm happy that I'm able to take you guys through a process so that you can learn how to do the same thing. But how do you, or why do you want to share that message? Why do you want to create the message? Why? So how am I going to use it for myself? How am I going to use it for my business? And how am I going to generate leads with that? And what are some of the tools that I've used to do that, like podcasting or online courses or, different items, obviously networking at live events. That's huge for me because that's where I started out and what I learned there. But what I found most effective was sharing your story through books. And using books as a tool now helps you get a clear message because you're learning how to tell your story, your authentic story. Who are you? What is your story? What are the challenges that you faced? Because we all know that when people see us as our authentic selves, then they start to fall in love with you. They don't buy your products and your services. The odd time it's such a great product and service, it sells itself. But typically when you're an entrepreneur, you are selling yourself basically, but you're not doing it in a salesy kind of way. You're doing it in just being who you are and being passionate about what you do. And that's what I want you guys to get from this one-day event, is learning how to, or why you want to do that. Why do I want to learn, really clarifying what is my story, and then how do I get that story across? But then using that information, how do I leverage that? How, for my business, how do I take that story and maybe create other programs and products from it so that I can increase my business? Because what I found is I wasn't monetizing in my business. I was getting a lot of leads, I was getting a lot of connections, but I wasn't converting into clients, and I needed to learn how to do that. So a few years ago, when Gordon and I started doing all these conferences, and we started doing the books, and we started doing all kinds of things that started to really hone in on what that audience was, and being able to speak to them clearly and express our message so that they understood where we were coming from, but then also being able to build it ourselves. Now we get to share that with you and share that knowledge with you. And I am just so thrilled that I can do that, and I'm happy to do it. I want to share my information with you because I want you to be successful. I want you to figure out, how do you use your story? How do you use your messaging? and be able to attract people, have better relationships, have relationships that will refer you, have relationships where you can leverage other people. So let's say I have 1,000 people on my list and you have 1,000 people on your list. We could leverage each other and share, maybe even do a joint venture, and be able to tap into each other's audiences and promote each other authentically. So from the heart, and where people are believing because you're true to yourself, you're being your authentic you. So how, why do we want to do this? Why do we want to go to the next step and do the how-tos? But we've created this program where, how many times have you purchased a program and then you put it on the shelf? You didn't use it, you didn't look at it, you didn't do anything with it. Maybe you did look at it and then you put it away and you thought, I can't do this, or I can't do this by myself. I need support, or I need help. So that's what we've designed in this program, is we start to take you guys through the process where you actually get to make things happen. So this is the first step in this one day. And we want to be able to support you in helping you figure out all the whys, all the basic pieces, so that you can get started in your process to creating these programs and products. And maybe you have programs and products already, but how can you utilize these things, and what can you do with them to expand your audience, to build more relationships, to get more leads, to leverage more people, or have more joint ventures? We've figured out how to do this, and I want to walk you through all the whys and the steps that we took in order to get there, so that you can implement some of this stuff in your business. Like podcasting, for example. Podcasting is really honing in on what message you want to relay, and then utilizing and leveraging a tool that has, I think, over 800 million users already. What if you're able to tap into like 1 million of those? Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes, and podcasting is such an amazing way to not only get better in your own speaking skills, but also to leverage other people so you can share other people's information, but also start to build your own list where people want to follow you and they like the information that you're sharing and they want to hear more from you. So there's tons of things you can do. And then books, sharing your story through books. Why do we want to do that? Why do I want to utilize this tool? What is it going to do for me and my business? What if you could have more leads? What if you could add credibility to yourself? There's a lot of people that have letters after their name, like lawyers and accountants and whatnot. But maybe you don't have any. And now you can have some letters after your name. AUTHOR, be an author, right? It adds credibility. It elevates you as a business person. It allows you to create other products and services for your business. It helps you to be a better business person and have an amazing marketing tool and an incredible business card. So those are just some of the things that we talk about at the one-day event. And of course, we talk about a whole bunch of things. And you will also be able to ask us questions. So there'll be an open forum for you to talk to us as well. So we love that. People get to ask questions, whatever they want. So I'm happy to be able to offer that. So this one-day event is actually $197. But if you grab it before the early bird date, and you'll see that on the page here, when you grab that early bird date, you will save $100. If you get it afterwards, it's $197. If you grab it now before the date, you'll get it for $97. And we're really thrilled to be able to do this. But it's not just coming to the course and learning. We also provide lunch for you that day, We have a mastermind in the evening. It is unbelievable. We're on a cloud at the end of the day. Everybody was. And I just really urge you to join us. It's only $97 right now, or it goes up to $197 after the early bird deadline date. And I know Suzanne is going to be talking to you now about what she will be getting into at the MonetizeMe event. And Suzanne is an incredible business coach. She's an international speaker and author. She's a wonderful lady. I'm thrilled to introduce her to you. So please hear what Suzanne Hart has to say. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Hart, and I am excited to tell you about a program, an event I'm doing with Randy Goodman, Gordon So, and Shireen Francis. This day is extraordinary. It's July 13th, and I tell you, you want to be in this room. Imagine, if you will, being able to work with and pick the brain of best-selling author Randy Goodman. On this day, she will give you tips and show you exactly what she did to write her book, publish her book, and move it to the position of best-selling. Pretty exciting. Then you get to work with me, and my responsibility is to help you find that special story. What is the story that actually represents you in the marketplace? We're going to help you find the lessons that live inside your story so we can help you build a book and build a product around that story. Imagine, if you will, being able to stand in front of an audience and be so connected that they are inspired by your message. Imagine having the ability to stand in front of an audience and be your authentic self, be comfortable, and share your lessons, your gifts with ease. Now, I know that for many people, speaking in front of the room, you'd rather do anything else. That was me. But for those of you that show up, we're going to show you how to freestyle and how to be able to touch, move, and definitely inspire an audience with ease. Then finally, you're going to work with Shireen Francis, and she's going to help you market you. She's going to show you how to get more leads, how to connect with more clients, and how to have that presence that you need in the marketplace so people know about your products, your services, and how you are touching lives. Now, we did one of these events this week. Everybody that showed up was totally blown away by what was available to them. We also ended the day with a mastermind, 2.5 hours of masterminding. And people got to ask questions about what they learned through the day. But they also got to talk through some of the things that are standing in their way. I remember when I started on this journey, there were so many things standing in my way. And it was working with a coach, working with a mentor, investing myself that had me have those breakthroughs. We got to have those conversations in that room. So who's this for? This is for you if you're the person who's shy, just like I was, and you know you have a message inside you, but you're too shy to bring it to the marketplace. And being able to structure it, get some insight, get some support in crafting your message is just what you need. This is for you if you know you have a message. You're not afraid to bring it to the marketplace, but you want to make sure that your message is clear and it represents you. This is also for you if you already have a product, you already have a service. However, you're not sure what story represents your product and service. We'll help you find that. And finally, this is for you if you're in a place where you don't want to be. You may be done with that position, that job, whatever it is, and you want to take a leap into a new place and you're not exactly sure how to get started. We will help you develop a book, develop a program, and develop a story that will propel you into the marketplace. July 13th, it is going to be a spectacular day. I want to see you in that room. And if you're serious about making 2017 the year that changes your future, you want to be in that room. July 13th, I'm looking forward to seeing you. The last thing I'll say to you is we're talking about your story. No one can bring your story to the marketplace like you. You have a brilliance inside you. You are so special. And because you're unique, the world is waiting to hear your story. Consider how many lives you might change, how many lives you might touch, just by sharing your lessons, your journey, your special story. So July 13th, I want to see you there. Take care. We'll talk soon. Remember, July 13th, be in the room. Save your seat. Talk to you soon.
Hi there, my name is Shireen Francis, and I'm the television show host of Leap with Shireen Francis. I'm also a brand marketing consultant that helps solo entrepreneurs get the creative confidence they need to leap when it comes to television, video, and online marketing. I'm really excited to do this video with you all and share with you all of the fantastic things that we're going to be talking about and all the things that you're going to be learning at the MonetizeMe Mastermind. You'll also gain some tips on what you can start thinking about and doing right now to grow your business. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to talk about is how we actually leverage our message to make money. This is what MonetizeMe is all about. What I do as a coach, consultant, and speaker is I use my own personal living, lifestyle, and past stories to share with people how they can quit their 9-to-5 and transition into a home-based business. Now, the incredible thing about this is I did this while I was pregnant and had a toddler. Yes, I grew my business to a level that I could stay home and have a flexible business where I can take care of my kids, be there for my husband, as well as care for my ill mother. Now, the amazing thing is I took my story and made it something that I could monetize, meaning I'm inspiring people, I'm providing services, and I'm giving results based on my story as well as my own lifestyle and what I'm doing. So what I love is that Randy Goodman, she's going to be sharing with us at the MonetizeMe event how you could take your story. It could be anything, but it's a story that has a lesson. Take that story and compile it and make it into a book, which is obviously an incredible way of reaching many people all around the world and inspiring them. She is a 3-time best-selling author, and she has helped many other people become best-selling authors themselves. And what I love is that in the mastermind, she actually shows you some of the steps that you need to take in order to become a best-selling author. And so the first way that I would say you can monetize you is through writing a book. What's also incredible is that we have 7-figure speaker Suzanne Hart, who has shared the stage with Les Brown, Jack Canfield, and so many other great leaders in the speaking industry. And she teaches you how to craft your story and your message for the stage. Now, the thing is, writing for a book versus writing something for stage is totally different. You don't want it to be too rehearsed. You want it to come across authentic. You want to resonate with your audience. And so what I love about what is done at the MonetizeMe event is that Suzanne shows you how to freestyle. Because freestyle is truly the way that you're going to come across authentic and resonate and touch people's hearts and your audience. You also might be speaking to sell your products and services, and so that's also a whole other ball game. Imagine if you could start taking your message to large stages, speaking all over the world. And the thing is, something that you do on stage is definitely something you can translate to online marketing. And that's what I teach people to do. I show people how they can get on video, on television, or just with your iPhone on social media. This is the way that you're able to really leverage technology and go bigger with your marketing. Now, the thing is, in all three stages, you might feel intimidated because you're really reaching into your soul and taking out a part of you, something that you're probably passionate about, but you know that it's something that's going to change people's lives and transform the world. And so what I love about all three steps, publishing a book, speaking for stage, and getting ready to use technology, video marketing, digital marketing, is that you're using all three of these powerful tools to get your story and message out there. And you know what? As soon as you start telling people your story and they're inspired, guess what? You get to be compensated for it. We show you how you can take a book and turn it into a course, how you can take a course and narrow it down to be parts of your workshop. You want to be able to have multiple streams of income, and that's why we love this whole Monetize Me event. And what's incredible is at the end of this event, for 3 hours, you're not only talking to Randy, Suzanne, and I about how to monetize your story and your message, but you're also masterminding with many other entrepreneurs that are like-minded, that are interested in personal development, interested in taking their business to the next level. Imagine all that energy in one room. I'm sure you might have questions. You might have things that you want to solve, and there's someone right in the room that can help you do that. And we have spots for about 87 people, and we really want to fill it to the brim so we have that energy, and so that you get so much out of the networking and the collaboration, creating joint ventures. It's just going to be incredible. And so I'm really excited about this entire thing, and I'm really excited that you're going to learn so much about how you can monetize you and how you can take your business to the next level. I will see you at the Monetize Me event, and bye for now.